Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Leo September 18, 2024. You can be inclined to want to take things easy today. With an eclipse tomorrow and the moon's move into your privacy sector, it's a better time to lay low and avoid taking on much. You can feel pleasantly desirous, and a dreamy frame of mind serves as a nice detour from the usual routine. However, with today's Venus-Chiron transit, insecurities can sometimes get the best of you or others in your circle today. This can lead to feeling a bit off in your interactions or vulnerable. You might wonder how someone feels about you or how deep a commitment is. While you shouldn't allow vague worries and doubts to hold you back in the long term, it might be better to wait for a better day to make choices about significant matters. If soft spots are triggered easily, it's a chance to take a closer look and discover ways to repair them. Jupiter is one of the world's most favorite planets in our solar. This is because Jupiter is known as the great benefic and spills golden blessings upon our paths. Also, since it is the ruler of expansion and luck, it amplifies the themes that the zodiac sign in which it orbits within rules. As it vent yours through Gemini, we will experience a much more social air when it comes to our personal or romantic lives. However, because Gemini can be a bit fickle, people may be a bit more indecisive or allergic to commitment. Who can help you heal? Trusting others with work is not easy. You could have dealt with past coworkers who tried to hurt you in one way or another. These fears may come back as Venus in Libra opposes Chiron retrograde in your sign. It might be challenging to let coworkers in. You may need help to ask or accept help even if you need it. Coworkers may mean well, but you may fear the worst. Although challenging, you should allow yourself to try again. Heal your relationship wounds by trying to trust a coworker throughout your workday. You enjoy the praise of many, but you are quite often almost allergic to criticism, probably because you receive so little of it. People are impressed by your high energy level and your ability to get things done. Try opening yourself up to areas you need to learn about. How are you in the healthy diet department? Are you focused more on maintaining weight levels than what's really going on under the surface? This is known as cheating on your health, and there are consequences. The vibrations of the day are speaking about starting up a long-term activity by setting up a project. You have a great need for independence, and your autonomous nature will be encouraging you to trace a path without the help of your family and friends. Your taste for taking personal initiative means the days to come will be positive. Indeed, the period could rapidly turn out to be very promising in your sentimental life, even if you come up against some difficulties from time to time. As Venus, the planet of love, enters her final week in your relationship sector, the conditions are ideal both now and for the future. The Sun is set to return just a few hours before Venus departs, and Mercury, the planet of communication, will follow 3 days later. This ensures that your relationships will be well supported. During her last days, Venus focuses on listening to your heart while separating from a positive alignment with Jupiter in your communication sector and collaborating with the Moon to harness the laws of attraction and synchronicity. As Venus, the planet of love, moves into her final 7 days in your relationship sector, she is rooting to separate from a friendly aspect to Jupiter in your communication sector that peaked yesterday, but they will remain closely aligned. With the Sun due to return to your relationship sector just before Venus leaves and Mercury, the planet of communication, 3 days later, this is the start of a partnership between the communication and relationship gods that will endure. Our eyes in the sky. Today, the universe is offering you a rare and beautiful opportunity to open up to someone in your life, to truly let them see the real you. Whether it's a close friend, a family member, or even someone new who has recently entered your life, this moment invites you to embrace vulnerability. It's not always easy to drop your guard, especially if you've been hurt before, but imagine what can unfold when you do. Have you ever had a conversation with someone that left you feeling lighter, as if a weight had been lifted from your shoulders? That's the kind of transformation you can experience today if you're willing to open your heart. Vulnerability is powerful. It's how we heal, how we grow, and how we create the deep, meaningful connections we all crave. Even if everything seems clear on the surface and you're confident about your decisions, it's still essential to pause and listen to your inner voice. Sometimes, what feels like a logical decision might overlook the emotional nuances of the situation. Life isn't just about making calculated choices, it's also about honoring your emotional well-being and the relationships that truly matter. In moments like this, it's important to remember that love, personal fulfillment, and emotional health are just as valuable as any material gain. Today, you have a unique clarity and ability to see things in their true light. Trust that insight. You have the wisdom within you to choose the right path. Have you ever had that feeling where your intuition just knew the way forward? That's what you're tapping into now. Trust yourself, you've got this. Now, you might be feeling a little off kilter, perhaps even a bit restless. Have you ever had one of those days where everything looks fine on the outside, but something just doesn't feel right underneath? It's as if there's a subtle tension lingering beneath the surface, and you can't quite pinpoint why. That's okay. It's completely normal to feel that way sometimes. The important thing is to not let that unease spill over into your relationships or decision-making. Stress has a way of amplifying small frustrations into bigger conflicts if it's not acknowledged. Instead of reacting impulsively or letting those feelings fester, take a step back. Give yourself a moment to breathe. Maybe take a walk in nature, meditate, or jot down your thoughts. Have you ever noticed how a bit of quiet reflection can turn your whole perspective around? It's amazing what a little distance from the situation can do to bring clarity and calm. One of the most wonderful things happening for you today is the way you're naturally drawing people toward you. Your energy is magnetic. People are noticing your kindness, your compassion, and your authenticity. Whether it's in your words or actions, you're radiating a warmth that makes others want to connect with you. This is an excellent time to strengthen your bonds with those around you. Maybe it's deepening a relationship with a close friend, or perhaps it's an opportunity to form a new connection with someone who could become a significant part of your life. Lean into this energy. You're in a beautiful space to foster relationships that truly matter. Have you ever had someone tell you how much your words meant to them, or how your advice helped them through a difficult moment? That's the impact you're having right now, even if you don't realize it. Your compassion is shining through in everything you do today, making you a source of comfort and strength for the people around you. So, don't shy away from this gift. Use it to create moments of real, authentic joy. Not just for yourself but for others too. Building meaningful connections is one of life's greatest treasures, and today you're in the perfect position to do just that. What's one conversation you've been meaning to have, but have been holding back on? Maybe it's time to let someone in, to share a part of yourself that you've kept hidden. Or perhaps it's simply a day to tell someone how much they mean to you. Whatever it is, I encourage you to take that step and see where it leads.